Chris?
Yes. So according to publishing sources that spoke to Video Game Chronicles, it's a website, anonymously, obviously, because they don't have permission to say any of this stuff, Konami is set to ramp up its premium game development with new installments and remakes for its biggest franchises, including Metal Gear and Castlevania. No, not Bubble Bobble. Well, I mean, maybe Bubble Bobble. You never know. We'll have to see where it goes down the road.
Double dribble.
So,
Weeble wobble.
So, these sources said that following a restructuring of the company's development divisions early last year, Konami is now focused on bringing back its biggest brands to premium game space. They said that the new game is going to be a new Castlevania game, which is kind of like a reimagining of it. It's not necessarily a remake or a remaster in any way. Okay. And that it's being developed by Konami in Japan in support from local external studios there in Japan, but is being developed internally there. And they said that even though there had been a lot of rumors and speculation going around that Blue Point was going to be doing a remake of Metal Gear Solid, it's actually being handled by an external studio called Virtuos, and that they're not going to be remaking Metal Gear Solid.
It's going to be handled by Blue Box Studios.
No. No. Although Virtuos is also another, if you know Metal Gear lore, that's kind of a crazy studio, which they've been around for a while. They've been around since 2004.
Tell us why that's
established. Crazy. Because there's a mission called the Virtuous Mission, and they're called Virtuos, and so it just kind of ties in kind of weird, in a weird, crazy way.
Yeah.
But according to these sources, they're saying that it's actually going to be Metal Gear Solid 3 that's going to be remade, not the original Metal Gear, which Metal Gear Solid 3 is one of those ones out there that is like one of the fan favorites. It's kind of hard to say that about when it comes to Metal Gear because it feels like everybody loves 1, 2, or 3, or like everybody, a lot of them, kind of like Final Fantasies. Like there's several Final Fantasies, but my favorite's 7, and my favorite's 9, and my favorite's 8, and you know, Metal Gear's kind of the same way.
No, it says 8, by the way. But yeah, go ahead.
Nobody says 8? Really? I feel like I've heard 8 before.
I feel like I hear 6, 7, and 9 are people's favorites usually, yeah. I have a person might say when 8 came out. That's the last time
the guy that wrote
it was their favorite for that month.
The guy that wrote 8, his mom, her favorite.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's
Somebody
right.
knows Leon's my favorite. Yeah, sorry that person.
So yeah, I mean, and they do say that there is going to be a remaster of the original Metal Gear for newer consoles.
Okay.
So this is a lot of information that seems like that's a lot of detailed information. Like, so I'm just taking it all as like, maybe some stuff will happen. Now, when it comes to, I really would love to have a remake of Metal Gear Solid. I would be completely fine with a remaster because I don't have a PC I don't have a PC at all. But even in the computers I have here don't play that game. And I've bought the PC version even though I can't play it just because I wanted to support.
Wow.
I like the way that the PC version looks. I'd be totally fine if you gave me the look of the PC version on my PS5 or whatever, and then it just maybe controls a little bit better. That'd be totally fine with me, even though I would like a remake. I just wanted to remake something. And if they're going to remake 3, I'd be fine with that too, because it is one of the best in the series. I mean, it's probably, like, Metal Gear Solid is probably my favorite. I think 3 would be number 2 under there, and then
what's
so forth and so on.
What's the subtitle on 3?
Snake Eater.
Snake Eater. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So the Metal Gear Solid 3 is, because they're all done, not all of them, but a bunch of them are done out of order. Metal Gear Solid 3 is the one where Big Boss, which is who it all starts from, he basically ends up fighting his mentor. And there's that battle going there. And so it's a really cool story. And the way that it ends, it's got one of the best like ending sequences, and in my opinion, in gaming, I really love it. I think it's cool. It's just really awesome. A number of years ago, because we all know Konami got into this kind of shtick, and I guess they're still doing it, where they were making these pachinko games. And they started getting these release cuts, like images and cutscenes released on the internet of what looked like was going to be a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3. But what it ended up being is they made a Metal Gear Solid 3 pachinko machine, and on the screen, it would show these little cutscenes. And so they were saying like, oh, what they're going to do later on in this article, they were saying that they're saying like they really got a lot of inspiration that because they got so much praise for those awesome looking cutscenes because it really did look like really upgraded stuff. And it's like, oh, what if we could make a game that looks like that kind of thing? So
absolutely,
I'd be cool with it. I'd absolutely play it, but we'll just have to see where it goes. I'm a little, even though I'll likely give it a shot, I'm a little on the fence if they were to bring out new Metal Gear games. I mean, Kojima's not going to be involved in any way, so I just feel like that's kind of not really the thing. Sure. But if you're going to remaster or remake the old and basically keep that there, I'm down to give it a shot.
There you go.
I mean, because like you still like Star Wars, even though Lucas didn't do the new ones, you still like watched them.
Yeah,
took him in. So, yeah.
It's just their only outing right now, which I don't know that it's fair to bring up, but was Metal Gear Survive, which was that weird. Like that's the only one they've done that didn't have Kojima involved with it. But of course, that was like relatively quick after the whole breakup thing, and so you knew it was not going to be that great. And there were, for what it's worth, there were people out there who had a really great time with it. It just wasn't going to be me. So